And our Oscar nominees are Daniel Kaluuya and Lakeith Stanfield. Woo! That's how the people gonna be. What's up, ladies, gents, girls with lace fronts, dudes with kids? It's the one and only, you can't clone me, queen, baby. And before we get into this video, make sure you go down below to subscribe and join the queendom. And if you're already a part of this palace, hey y'all, hey. So as you already read the title down below, we are going to be getting into the strong and simmering story of revolution and betrayal, Judas and the Black Messiah. So let's get into it. Okay, so let me just say, before watching this film, I was beyond excited. I first seen the trailer when I was watching the Wendy Williams documentary, and when I say my reaction to the trailer was jaw-dropping, all I knew was we were about to get a fire Black Panther movement movie with a lot of action. So baby, I was hooked. But once I did more research on what the film was actually going to be about, I found out that this was about Fred Hampton, played by Daniel Kaluuya, a chairman of the Chicago, Illinois chapter of the Black Panther Party in the late 1960s. What he did and how he positioned himself for the betterment of the community of Black people, but also how it all ended so shortly at the hands of Bill or William O'Neill, played by Lakeith Stanfield, an FBI informant who infiltrates the party, exposing all plans to the feds. This film was so raw and unapologetically real. There wasn't one time I wanted to look away, because if I did, I would have felt like I was missing something. There was so much information and emotions given throughout each scene, from Fred Hampton built up animosity / love squirrel with Deborah Johnson, played by Dominique Fishback, all the way to the powerful cop killing scenes put on by Larry Robertson and Jake Winters, played by Ashton Sanders and Algie Smith. But nothing tops the overall performances put on by Daniel Kaluuya and Lakeith Stanfield. Daniel's character was indeed the Black Messiah and embodied strength, hope, and conviction. And his "I am a revolutionary" scene proved why there is so much talk about his name being on Oscar nominations list along with Lakeith, and his role as the quiet, sneaky, and accessible informant O'Neill. I actually heard an interview that Daniel did, and he spoke on how the role of Bill O'Neill was tough on Lakeith some days, because that isn't him as a person or how he thinks, but he still got through it. And I just think that statement, along with the undeniable acting Lakeith did with his character, proves how talented he is. He really embodied a person in a situation that he didn't feel strongly about. And yes, he is an actor, and that is what he's supposed to do, but let's be clear, most people can play the role, but they cannot execute it, and that's the difference. Although both of these men played their roles so well and gave us feelings throughout that weren't expected, I do have to say I was bothered towards the end finding out that Fred Hampton was only 21 years old during the movement and his death, and William O'Neill was 17 years old when he was an FBI informant, which they don't tell us. But finding that out made me think that maybe if we had younger actors playing those roles, we would have had a deeper and stronger feeling for the characters beyond just enjoying acting and cinematography. I love that they brought light on how people, mainly white people, compared the Black Panther Party to the KKK, and how the movie portrayed that the organization was nothing like it. Granted, there was some Black oras that was with the shits, like the Crowns group, but that wasn't what the Black Panthers stood on. And those assumptions and KKK comparisons came from white fear and white anxiety. Each character, each story, each turning point left me mesmerized yet devastated. But the emotions make sense coming from a film about revolutionary Black people with a title that represents one of the most infamous betrayal stories known to man, which is Judas' betrayal on Jesus. This film was an uplifting and liberating masterpiece, to say the least. And of course, there will be mixed emotions and different perspectives and feelings towards this movie, which is expected, but I can appreciate how this film have brought attention to the movement of the Black Panthers and attention to the politically crooked history of our country towards Black folk, which we already know, because to this day, they do the Black culture so wrong simply because we are superior, point blank, period. So with that being said, you already know what it is and how we get down over here. Go down below and comment your thoughts on this film and let's discuss. Like this video, and last but certainly not least, subscribe and join the queendom, baby. Bye.